hands upwards into receiving motion. I receive my baby into my life. Breathing. Deep breath in. Grounding into the earth. Loosely dropping down all the muscles, dropping every part of your body, grounding. And go. All tension, especially in this area. All tension in your hips, all tension in your jaw, all tension, just drop it down. And relaxing. Now we're going to spend a moment to connect with our baby. We're going to feel our baby inside of us. Hello, baby. I'm really excited about you coming to me. We're eagerly awaiting your arrival. Now see yourself walking down a path, a sandy path. You're wearing your flip-flops. And there are beautiful flowers lining the side of the path. Your favorite flowers, all your favorite colors. There's a light shining down from the sunshine. There are palm trees and deciduous trees, and the wind is waving. Warm wind is waving the waves, and it's blowing your hair, and it feels so nice to walk down this path. And with every step you take, you breathe deeply in, and you drop down further into deep relaxation. And you can see the butterflies flying through the sunlight. And you can hear the birds in the sky. And you are so happy today, because today your baby will come. And you see yourself transported into the future, and you're holding a little baby's hand as you're walking. And your other children, if you have any, are surrounding you, your friends and family, and you're laughing and walking down this path, and you're so relaxed and happy. And the wind blows, and the trees move, and they sway, and the light shines down, and you can hear the birds, and these are the moments that we live for. And you breathe in the energy of happiness and let it shine down through your body and ground you to earth. Each step you take, you become more and more relaxed. And you arrive at the side of this beautiful ocean side. It's blue and green and crystal clear, and you can see tropical fish swimming through the water. And you get close to the water's edge, and you dive into the water. And you swim through the water, and with each swimming stroke, you breathe deeply, as if you can breathe under the water. You're a mermaid. What can I say? And you swim through this water and you can see the fish, and you feel so peaceful, and the water moves over your body and you feel so cleansed and peaceful. And you know that this is going to be the best birth of your entire life, and you know that it's going to be life-changing. And you can feel, as you swim, you can feel the contractions coming. There's upward pulling motion outwards, but it's just relaxing, just feels nice. And you feel so alive, and you raise up above the water, and you can see these beautiful tropical islands in the distance. And you continue to breathe, and you swim above the water, and the contractions come and they go, and you feel your baby descending, pulling upwards on your uterus, and the baby's coming down. And you swim all the way to this little tropical island, and you climb up on the island and lay down on the beach. And relax on the beach, and you feel those contractions coming, and they are powerful and strong. And you do your little motions, and you do nipple stimulation if you need to, and you breathe in the light from above, and it shines down through you. And with each contraction, your baby's coming closer and closer and closer. And then you start to feel maybe it's time to go back to where your family is. They're watching your kids, and you can feel them calling out to you. You feel that maybe the baby's about to come. And so you swim back through the water, and the contractions are coming stronger. And you're swimming through the water and seeing the tropical fish, and it's beautiful, but you're peaceful and relaxed because you know exactly what's going to happen. And you breathe again. And as you get back on the beach again, you can feel the surges pushing downwards. The baby is coming lower and lower, and you're like, you start to feel this kind of transition period where you're like, I think it's time. I think it's almost time for my little baby to be arriving. And you go up to your family, and you're like, I think my baby's gonna come soon. And you find yourself a little spot in that beautiful tropical water. And if your family is welcome to be part of your birth, then you gather them around. And if not, you're with your midwife or your birth partner. And you start to feel the pushing sensation downwards, and you feel the uterus pulling upwards, and it's very strong, but there is only peaceful energy and comfort. And you breathe down. Try not to push all the way down, you just breathe down. And if you feel like you need to give it a little push, pushing downwards, gentle as possible. And then your baby's head is right there, and you can feel the baby's head, but there's no tension. You drop down all the tension and you ground yourself. And there's your midwife or your doctor, and ready to catch your baby. And you can feel the baby's head coming, and you give it a push, and you feel the baby's head come out. And you breathe, and perhaps you might wait for another contraction, or maybe you can push your baby's head out with the rest of the body out. And then you gather your baby up, or your midwife or your doctor does, or your husband, and they bring the baby to your chest, and there you are, holding the sweetest, most angelic human being that ever lived up against you. You're kissing little cheeks. You feel so happy, and the birds are in the sky, and there's tropical birds flying, and there's butterflies, and your family gathers around to see this beautiful baby of yours. And then you deliver your placenta, and the cord is cut, and you hold your baby in the beautiful, most comfortable chair ever in the shade, this beautiful spot by the water, and you rock your baby, and you nurse your baby. We're so happy because your baby has finally arrived. You take one more deep cleansing breath in. Feel the healing energy go through your body, into your uterus. Everything's closing up again. No fear, just joy. I wish you all the most beautiful birthing stories ever, and I want you to use this birthing story, if you want, as your own, repeatedly. It's very important that you have it well ingrained in you. Don't let anybody tell you this is not your reality. This is. And even if you're in the hospital, you can still visualize these things happening. And so, thank you so much for watching. And I look forward to hearing your birth stories, and I hope you like mine. Okay, so just to make it a little teensy bit easier to organize, to visualize what's happening in your uterus, I've got a little bit of coconut oil. I'm just going to show you on my Okay, so down here really low, that is where your cervix is. And these are the long muscles that are inside of your uterus that pull upwards to open up your cervix. And then there's some muscles that go across, and they pull outwards to open up your cervix. So they work together in conjunction with each other in order to help dilate your cervix open. So it's very important that when you are practicing for your actual labor, that you visualize your cervix opening and taking deep, deep cleansing breaths in and slow releasing breaths out, visualizing a light coming from the top of your head all the way down through your body, and kind of gathering in your midsection where your uterus is and where your cervix is, and visualizing that light soothing and relaxing those muscles so that they can do their job easily and clearly and with power and energy that is far beyond what you would normally visualize yourself being. And it is super important that you do this every day, of visualizing these muscles opening, visualizing the feeling that you will feel when the light comes down into your body and heals and soothes that cervix as it's doing its job to open up and dilate during your contractions, during your surges, during your labor, doing your birthing process. That visualization actually helps your body and your mind to work together in order to produce the result that you want during your actual labor. Now visualizing that light coming down, taking deep, deep breaths in, making sure that when you take those deep breaths in, it fills up your belly. You need to imagine the light coming in and filling up your belly. Imagine yourself being surrounded by the light beings that are working with you in order to deliver this baby. And these light beings may be your angels, maybe people that have passed away, they may be whatever you visualize God to be. And this visualization actually produces the results that you want. That energy coming in, filling up your belly, filling up your body, relaxing every single muscle in your body, especially in your midsection, and dropping your baby's head lower and twisting your baby's head so that the back of the baby's head is in the front of your body. So you want to visualize the baby actually facing backwards in your body, because that is the best way for your baby to come out. So when you're going through the contractions, you want to visualize that happening, the cervix opening and the muscles relaxing and moving out of the way while taking deep cleansing breaths in, and exactly what you will feel during each contraction. Telling yourself over and over, I am powerful, I am energy, I am energy in conjunction with the heavenly power that is within me. Now, using this method with a nipple stimulation that I'm showing you here, and twisting and rocking your body, really helps those contractions to come along and really helps the baby to move into the right position, especially when you're standing and moving around. If you're in your water and you find that your labor isn't going exactly the way you want it to, or not going fast enough, you want to get out temporarily. Swing your hips back and forth, visualizing the opening lotus flower. You never stop doing this the entire time you're in labor. It's very, very important that you continue to focus on these things. Opening, dilating easily
and smoothly. And I want you to really believe it. I want you to really, really believe what you are seeing and visualizing. If you believe it, you will achieve it. Now I want you to get down to a squatting position and practice this rocking motion. It's kind of a bouncing, rocking, twisting motion that you're going to do while you're in labor. And you're going to want to practice this from the beginning of your labor, right when contractions start, while you're doing nipple stimulation. And practice visualizing the energy going from the top of your head, filling up your lungs, filling up your belly as you rock back and forth, and relaxing every part of your body. This is kind of a good method to use while you're actually in labor as well. So you're going to want to make sure that you practice this in advance.
Head down, dropping any tension, jaw, facial muscles, chest, abdomen, especially in the cervix area and the hips. And you're just going to want to let it out. And you can do the nipple stimulation to get the contractions stronger. And breathe. Okay. And now once those contractions are going really strong, and it's clear that they're going really strong, what I'm going to get you to do is I'm going to get you to visualize this belly. Visualize your belly as a balloon. And the balloon's gonna, when the contraction comes and it's getting really strong, you're going to take a deep breath in and you're going to do it very slowly. You're going to try to count all the way up to 20 in your head, okay? So like this. And out. And in. And out very slowly. And what in effect this actually does is it actually helps you open your cervix, because you're assisting your muscles by pulling upwards, by ballooning it up. And it's very effective. Like, I've done it lots of times and it's very, very effective. Now, this is the most important breathing technique to be happening when you're in very active labor. And as you're breathing in these this oxygenated energy from above that grounds you, and you need to keep that focus in your mind. Your body is going to use that energy to cleanse out any unwanted tension. It's very important, and it's going to help move out of the way of the baby and cause the contractions to be more powerful and effective. And it's also going to help the baby travel downwards. Now, at the end of each one of these, later on in my pregnancies, I don't know if you'll experience this, but I would start to feel this downward pressure. I'd be breathing in, and as I breathe out, I would start to feel this downward pressure and a little bit nudging downwards and a little bit of slight pushing sensation. So it doesn't always go exactly the way that the doctors or the midwife might think it's going to go. It's your body that you're working with here, not somebody else's body. So it's not like if you feel a little bit of pushing sensation, it's a little gentle nudge. It's not going to hurt your baby. It's actually pushing the baby's head down lower and traveling down. And as the cervix opens and the baby's head's pushing downwards, it really helps to get that baby to come out. So I recommend doing the breathing technique and the visualization technique. But the most important thing of all is that you let go of all tension and remember that your body's designed, made, and created to do all of this work. It is a kind of work, but it's also a joy. It's like the greatest joy on earth. So I recommend that you see it as a beautiful joy and get excited, get really excited, and use that nipple stimulation technique, use the walking technique, use the figure 8 dancing technique. It helps to loosen up those hips, you know. And the baby, I don't know what your position your baby's in, but baby will drop down lower and you're staying nice and relaxed and happy, and that's the most important thing of all. And you will have the most beautiful birth on earth. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you later today maybe. Hopefully I can get my contractions going. Shaka.
The Happiness Resort offers week-long training sessions for pregnant mamas and for women who are seeking to become more